gonna let you watch this video, and then I'm gonna stay quiet, and I just want to hear your thoughts after you see this. 20 seconds or 50 seconds long, but I think it'll start up a good conversation. Let's go.
Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller. We look forward to sharing more information in the near future. I'm also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds, which will bring next generation audio immersion to PS5 and PC. They simultaneously connect to smartphones via Bluetooth. New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing. Look out for more details soon.
PlayStation.
Yeah, so Sony got brave, man. Sony got brave. But okay, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
I kind of want that. The screen thing with the controls, because now I can just play from my bed. Because I have the PlayStation 5, the TV in the living room. And
yeah.
But with that other device, I could just be laying in bed, just playing.
Yeah. Well, okay, so this is the thing, right? Sony gave up on the PlayStation Vita.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But they're coming out with, basically all this is a controller with a screen on it, right? Because you can't play games natively out of it. It's not like you can download games into it, none of that. Literally, all it's for is to stream, which in theory, okay, it sounds cool, but is this going to be for me to stream just from home? Or am I going to be able to stream games on the go through other Wi-Fi? Like, I've used remote play and it works pretty well, right? But my thing is, how much is this going to cost and what benefit is there going to be? Because I can remote play right now with my iPad, link my DualSense controller to via Bluetooth. I'm good, right? Now, the only thing that I'm curious about, because when you do remote play, even though you're using the DualSense, you don't get some of the rumble features and things like that. I'm wondering if you're using this Sony dedicated device, if at that point now the controller will actually let you use the rumble feature. Man, I just broke my remote. If it's going to include the rumble features, like pretty much everything the DualSense has, right? Which, okay, maybe that, but I don't know, man. I would
think not.
How much would you pay for it?
I don't think I'd give more than like $250, $300.
Okay.
At the most, like $300 is cap. Like that's as far as I'll go.
But that's the thing, though, right?
And that's
okay.
Only if I can like play like outside with it or something. Like if I could take it with me and keep playing, that might. I don't know how complicated that device is. Like, is it gonna be kind of like is it gonna work off a cloud system? Is it gonna be like kind of like a phone where you're serviced to it and you can keep playing because of that? Like, is it gonna be like a monthly subscription kind of thing? Like, there's no detail. They didn't give no details how that actually works. There's like
they're talking about we'll share more.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? Because that's the thing, right? In the video, it did say you can play remote via Wi-Fi. So they didn't mention anything about any network connecting with anything. I mean, for $300, I feel like it should be able to play games natively.
Actually, $300 might be a lot because of PS5 is $500. So,
but you know what though, we can't even go by that because Sony's pricing has been off the wall. So for the DualSense Edge, they charge $200.
Yeah,
that controller does not have an 8-inch HD screen. It's not even OLED screen, whatever. But
and screens are much cheaper now. It's not like you're getting any, that's not like brand new technology. It's actually old technology.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like, hopefully that'll keep the cost down. Because for me,
it's probably gonna be a $200 thing, probably.
It can't go above that, man.
It's probably now that I think about it, and after saying those things, it can't possibly be more than $200. Simply because the controller could be over 200, PS5 is 500. So something that's small and portable, and depending what you can even do with it, also. Like if you really
Yep.
can't leave your house, to do anything else, like if you leave the range of your PS5, then that's not, what is the purpose of the? Yeah, there needs to be more like this. I'm not. Now I'm thinking about why did they even really put this out if they weren't going to give more information about it? Like, are they just trying to create buzz and then see if they want to proceed with this? Like,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. So obviously, a lot of these companies are trying to do game streaming. Stadia did it. Sony was the first one to do it with PlayStation Now, and then Xbox came out with their cloud gaming. Stadia wanted to do the same thing. So, like, I get that they're pushing for this, but you can already do this. The only other thing that I can think of is like, okay, so if you purchase the highest tier of PlayStation Plus, which is like $120 something a year, right? You get to stream PS3 games, old school games, where you don't even have to download to your PS5. Will I be able to access those games without connecting to my PS5, or do I still need to connect to my PS5 to then be able to stream those games anyway? And then at that point, it's like the device is way too dependent on the PS5. So technically speaking, it's not a mobile device. It's just like, hey, I want to be able to play from my room, or maybe if I have a good connection at work, I can play from work during lunch, but I can't play it in the car.
Yeah.
If I'm going on a long trip, I can't play my games. And the thing is, they're trying to compete now with the Steam Deck. I don't know if you've seen the Steam Deck. They came out with another PC portable. So these are like portable devices that are like mini PCs. So you can play PC games. All the Sony games that have come to PC, you can actually play those games. So you can play God of War, Spider-Man, and all that stuff. But it's just limited to PC gaming, right? But it's like, this isn't an answer to that. This isn't a response to the Switch or to the Steam Deck. Like,
you see, I'm thinking it's a response to the Switch.
Yeah.
We just got no info on it, and I don't know what that thing is capable of. So it's hard. It's just hard to get hype about that. It's like, what does this actually do?
Listen, if they would have said, "Oh, this is the new PlayStation Portable where I can play PS5 games natively,"
that'd be
done.
Let's
do it. Or even if you give it a limited capacity, right? Like, let's say, hey, listen, when you're on the go, you can't carry every game with you, but you can download one game in this thing and hold you over. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But again, you're gonna be dependent on Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi isn't everywhere.
That's why I'm wondering if it runs on some kind of service. Like, are they gonna have some kind of partnership with like phone companies? So that, kind of like iPads that you can connect them to phone companies and you have your service everywhere, not just at home with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering if they're gonna do a situation like that where you have to pay, and but you can play from wherever you are.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The PlayStation Vita was so ahead of its time, man. Like, it was the first portable system to have an OLED screen. They did that where you can actually get one or two versions of the Vita, the Wi-Fi version or the network version, which will connect through an AT&T, SIM card or whatever. I don't think that one sold as much as the one with the Wi-Fi only. Like, I think nowadays with the Switch, with the Steam Deck, it just kind of makes sense to add some functionality like that. But even then, is 5G even fast enough to be able to stream PS5 games?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wherever you go.
Yeah.
You're still dependent on the internet, which is great, but once the internet goes down, okay, I can't play this anymore. And then it becomes an obsolete item. So I think with the pricing and a little bit more details, but I think right now it just I think I'm with you, dude. Like you should have not even shown anything if you weren't gonna give a little bit more detail. Now maybe tomorrow in the Sony PlayStation blog they'll give more info. I don't know, but as of right now, I'm not sold on it. It's hard to get excited.
It is, and I gotta say I don't like this because it's a terrible first impression. It's a bad first impression. And the fact that we've gone through the PSP and the Vita, handheld devices from them, and they didn't have the longevity that they should have had.
Yep.
And now you're already starting off with the latest handheld thing off on the wrong foot.
Yep.
And so when they do decide to showcase what this can do and what it's for, then they better come correct. Everything about that better be like blow it out of the water. Price point better be great. Like everything better be on point about what they talk about this is, or nobody will give it a second thought. Nobody will buy this.
No. It's gonna be a flop, especially with that price point. I can already imagine it being 250, 300. 250, 300. I'm like, nah, I'll wait. Black Friday.
Then you go to the Black Friday deals.
Yeah,
but
I returned just the PlayStation DualSense Edge. I returned it. I tried it out. It's the thing is the DualSense controller is so good that the Edge didn't really have any benefits other than I can remap some of the buttons. I can do. And that to me, it's like, it's not worth $200 to be able to do that, to have a couple of different profiles, right?
You can mostly do that already to a degree.
With some games,
Some games, you can already do something like that if it's really that much of an issue.
Yeah. I mean, you're at that point, you're dependent on the studio who developed the game to add that. But even then, it's like, listen, they tested this. If the game was meant to be played a certain way, I'm okay with playing it that way. I'm not losing anything. If the Edge goes down in price, I'll probably pick it up at a later time. But again, $200 to me is like, I can't justify that. And same thing with this DualSense screen controller. It's like I'm still trying to figure out if it's ugly or if it even makes sense, because the way the screen placement and the controller are set up, it's very different,
It reminded me there's something like that already out, isn't there? Where you can it to your phone or something?
Yep, the backbone.
The backbone. But is that the same thing? Sort of?
No, that has the screen built in. So that isn't a peripheral that you connect your phone to it. It's actually a controller with a 8-inch screen in the middle.
Okay.
Built into it. So the thing is it even touch screen? Does it have that kind of technology?
Yeah.
The answer is no, but I'm saying, like, what does this have that's going to justify whatever the price tag is? Because it ain't going to be cheap. Now, just moving on to the other item that they showed, those in-ear headphones look dope.
Yeah, they do.
They got my money with that.
Yeah,
and I like the fact that it has really low latency with the sound. Like that goes a long way. So I'll pick up. I'll pick up those headphones for sure.
Yeah, those look nice. They look really, really nice. They're part of the
even the case.
Yeah,
the way it slid out and the buds go in. That looked dope.
No, that's really good design. It's very modern and it fits the PS5 family. You know how all the items just look. Everything matches.
Yeah. From the VR headset to the controller charger to the remote control for the TV, I love it. Like I love the design, and I have to give Sony props for one thing, is that this generation is the first time where they kind of went all in on the peripherals, even from the day of launch. Like since day one, it was like, oh, here's the system, here's the controller, but you can get the charger, you can get the headphone, and you can get the TV remote. And it's all, the same aesthetics, is, that cool little white with the black on the sides and the edges. It's cool. Like you said, it all kind of fits design wise, and I like it. We'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. But let us know what you guys think. Do you think Sony kind of giving us a glimpse of that wireless controller screen thing? We don't know what to call it. We should call it the portal controller. I don't know. We'll call it something. But right now, I ain't feeling it. So, but thank you again for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until next time, that's a wrap.